Hey, welcome back everybody. DBougie86 here again, and I'm bringing you guys a random review. The film I got for you guys today is a film from 2015. It was put out on physical media by LeglessCorpse films. And it's a Spanish film directed by Guillermo Martinez. And the film goes by the title of When Your Flesh Screams. There's the cover art right there. Now I'm gonna get into some of the plot of this. I'm not gonna really go too far into it because I don't want to spoil anything for you. When I give you my thoughts on the film, I might spoil a few things, but not too much to go into the depth of what is gonna happen in the film. Alright, the major plot, we're introduced to our main character, Martina. She's a young woman who's studying biology. She actually goes and search for certain planets that she's studying for her biology studies. She ends up running into these two dudes who end up capturing her and take them back to their lair. You kind of feel like they're part of some big drug cartel thing. They don't really go into it though. And what happens is they end up torturing her. First mentally with some mental torture tactics. Then it gets physical. There's some physical torture going on in this also. She ends up getting away from them and recovering, and she ends up going back and getting her revenge on them for what they did to her. That's pretty much the main plot without getting really into it. Now, my thoughts on this film. Really well-made film by Guillermo Martinez. Direction of this is really, really good stuff. It is a low-budget film, and it does have that low-budget feel. And the film shot great. It has some great daytime shots where it has this atmosphere to it. I don't know how to describe it, but it does look like this gritty daytime shots that kind of take you for a loop because I'm used to these atmospheric nighttime shots, and they do it well at nighttime in this film also. But there's some great shots in the daytime, the two main antagonists of this film. They have this conversation in a car. That scene's brilliantly shot for a car inside of a car scene. And the acting I actually really enjoyed it. It is a Spanish film, and they do speak Spanish in the film. But they do it in a way you can't really... In foreign films, you really don't know if there's really a bad actor. Because, what am I going to say? Because in American films, it's more noticeable because people start in the lines, but no one does that in this film. Even if they are speaking in Spanish, they do a really good job at delivering their lines, and their performances are really well done. The main girl who plays Martina is great in this. She's a great actress. I don't know if she has done anything else. I hope to see her in more Spanish films in the future. Now, the physical abuse in this film is in the form of rape, which turns this into kind of a rape revenge story in a way. Now, for me, I'm not really a particularly fan of rape revenge films. I do like the revenge part of them. It's the rape and stuff that doesn't really... I don't enjoy watching that kind of stuff is what I'm trying to say, but it's well done for what it is. And with that being said, rape revenge is the major revenge in films because of what happens to the people is so unforgivable. And with that being said, it's probably the best revenge in a sense, even though it's a brutal thing. I don't condone rape at all. Now, is there gore in this film? To a point, yes. It's very minimal. Most of the gore stuff really happens near the climax of the film with the revenge part. and it's kind of subtle. It's not really too overblown or overdrawn and over the top in a sense. It's done just the right. There's a few, like one scene where like it involves like a grinder. I believe it was like a Makita grinder too. It's kind of funny that I noticed that because I do work for a hardware company. And with that being said, very the ending has some great like another thing with this film. It has a great soundtrack. Like there's this like airy piano with slash with like some violin stuff going on, and a few like I think there's like a few acoustic bass lines in there also, which I really dig, and it worked well with the film because some scenes it was like overjoyous and stuff, but then you're not supposed to feel overjoyed in those certain scenes because it just made you feel more uncomfortable with the film and what was going on in it. And one problem I did have with this film, I'm not gonna lie, is one of the not really a spoiler alert. If it's a spoiler, cover your ears. There is a demise in the film, which I thought was kind of un. What is it? The word I'm looking for. It wasn't satisfying enough because it was one of the main like antagonists that did the most damage to her, in my opinion, and it should have been a lot more brutal. That's just me, but other than that, I did have a blast with this film for what it was, and I really dug how Guillermo Martinez directed this film. I can't wait to see what he does in the future of his filmmaking. So, if I had to rate When Your Flesh Screams, I'm going to give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. Rape revenge films and revenge films in general, it's a oversaturated genre like the I Spit in the Grave remakes and all the other ones that came out over the years. And this one has like nothing original to add to it, but it's still a well-made film and stuff, and I highly recommend it if you like those certain type of films and stuff. So I say check it out. I'm going to leave the link how to purchase this. This is a limited edition Blu-ray. It also has a DVD. I'll leave the link for both. I say check it out. Alright guys, that's it I got for this random review. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back soon with another one. And as always, I'll see you next video guys. Peace out.